Welcome to Unapologetically Unfiltered, the after show where we continue the conversation by saying what we want to say because we want to fucking say it.
Yeah. Happy fucking Valentine's Day. Woo! I'm so excited.
So do you want to tell the little kitties at home what our surprise has been that we've been telling them about, I feel like, forever?
So, a couple surprises, but the biggest, most important one to Jerry and I is, what are we going to eat?
I'm so excited.
Okay, so how do we want to do this? Do, you explain what you made me while, I Food Network it and, show it? And then vice versa? Or, how do we do this?
Sure. So, in our in-between episode, I admitted that I am a self-proclaimed basic bee. So I decided that what I would do is I would do the most basic bitch thing you could do on Valentine's Day. And basically just make Valentine's Day themed cupcakes with confetti cupcakes with red hearts in it, and then pink icing with
but how you
red and white
wrapped it
sprinkles
too.
with little
I
hearts.
showed your wrapping because your wrapping is cute too.
It ain't no thing. I literally put a little cellophane thingy around it and candy stripe pink and red, and yeah.
How do those influencers do it where they're trying to show with the light? Oh, there it is. There it is. Look. Ooh, so cute.
Ew, how fun.
I want to eat it. What if it tastes really bad? Am I supposed to tell you? The icing tastes really good.
Sure.
I'm nervous. Okay. Ready? Go.
Mm-hmm. This has all been an elaborate ploy to poison you.
It's really good. And I'm going to eat it the Food Network way. Where you half it.
How is that?
You half the cupcake. You make it like a sandwich.
Uh-huh.
Are you aware? I
know the way that you rip off the bottom of it and you basically put it on top and it's like a little sandwich.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And I'm so perfect for COVID here, licking my fingers and stuff.
Yes, COVID responsible.
I'm gonna eat this whole bitch. It's freaking good. It's really good. Am I supposed to explain? The texture, no, I don't know. It's really good though. I'm digging it.
No, okay. It ain't that deep.
No, it is really good.
Why don't you go ahead and explain what
No, I'm going to keep eating this on camera. No. Okay. So mine, can you imagine? I don't care. I have to finish this cupcake in my mouth now. Mine that I gave you is a lot of chocolate. It is a mini chocolate cheesecake with Bailey's in it and a Bailey's homemade whipped cream on top. Enjoy.
Ooh. It's got a little buzz to it. Let's see here. And just for reference, I decided to make a dessert because I made a little extra so that way her kiddos could enjoy it too, because I just felt like it would be so unfair to send mom home with something yummy that they couldn't.
What are you talking about? I just have one on my plate.
What?
About?
No, I made you extras for your kids.
I know, I'm just saying. What are you talking about? I only have one. Dude, that's really good.
Moment of truth, I haven't eaten it yet. This is what it looks like. I'm doing the beauty influencer thing.
How cute. Okay. And I gave
Bottoms
you
up.
A few because I wanted you to share with your peeps as well. Did they get to try it?
No.
You just put the whole thing in there?
So
That's
good.
what I do.
Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm.
No restraint over here. Oh my gosh, it's so
good. It's good? Okay.
Yes.
It makes me happy. And now you're wasted.
Yeah. The only thing I need in life is chocolate. And then if you somehow combine alcohol with it, it's just a perfect storm.
I know. A friend of mine was like, oh, you should put vodka in it too. And I was like, I don't know. don't know about the vodka.
Now, if you put vodka in it, I would have ended up crying. Vodka unlocks a lot of doors to my soul. You could smell the Baileys. Like, let me do the beauty influencer thing again. You could smell the Baileys coming off of this, for sure.
Well, I might have put a little more than I should have and put a little less of something else. The whole point of the Baileys is you don't want to put too much, because if you do, then it won't make the cheesecake hard. So I was like, well, more Baileys. Hey, I'm happy. I'm happy you like them.
Yeah, I did.
It was going to be that or a raspberry lemon cake. With amaretto, or Disaronno, I should say. Anything boozy, right? My gosh, do I have problems? Do I need to like check myself somewhere? Goodness gracious. But no, I thought that would win. Chocolate and Valentine's Day, you know. Well, I know you wanted to jump into something. You and I were talking a little bit about love languages, speaking of Valentine's Day. And we had both admitted that we had taken the quizzes years ago. And I wonder if we still stay the same, because people change. People change over the years. And you said that last time you did this was like 3-4 years ago, and me too. So I wonder if we're still the same.
Yeah. I was just curious. I wanted to see like what our love languages are, and yeah, if we have changed over time. But just so all of you know, this is obviously based on the 5 love languages. The first, words of affirmation, quality time, acts of service, gifts, and touch. And this is normally like a very long, extensive like psychoanalysis quiz to kind of get your end result. But we found this really convenient mini quiz, thanks to BuzzFeed, and we're gonna take it live with you guys right now.
Yeah, if you can do the real quiz, it's like a game changer, especially if you're in a relationship. I mean, even if you're not, it's good, but if you are in a relationship, I will give 5 seconds of relationship advice, because that's not what I'm here for, but it's definitely something I know. I will say that if you and your partner do this quiz, the best thing for you to have a good relationship with your partner and to grow is for you to love the way that they want to be loved. And in turn, they will love you the way that you need to be loved. And by doing that, you're putting them first and they're putting you first, instead of you saying, well, why don't they do this for me? Well, it's a give and take. So that's how you make it in life.
Well, and to me, love is all about understanding. And it's important to understand not only your love language, but also to understand your partner's love language, and to really try and figure out how to better communicate with each other, because that's only going to make a healthier bond. Otherwise, if you've got 2 people that are so self-involved that they don't really focus on their partner's love language, you tend to see those relationships falter. So yeah, I highly recommend it as well, because it actually teaches you a lot about yourself too. But yeah, let's go ahead and take this quiz. So there are 5 different love languages.
Well, let's say first what we were, so we can compare. So what were you before? Since this is only going to say our top one, what was your top one before?
I want you to guess what you think my top one was.
Ooh, that's hard. I would say yours, I would guess, would be words of affirmation.
Why would you say that?
Because you're a needy little bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
Right? No, accurate. Yeah, communication is very important to me. So yeah, it was words of affirmation for me.
It was? Oh.
Yep.
And I kind of already told you mine.
Did you?
I think I did, but obviously you don't listen, so you don't love the way you want to be loved. Thanks a lot, Jerry.
Look. What was yours? Was it physical touch?
Yeah, by a landslide, actually. Last time I did this, it was like by a landslide.
Yeah.
My next one was words of affirmation. What was your second?
Quality time.
By a landslide, or it was pretty close?
Well, words of affirmation was a landslide, but the next closest one was quality time.
What was your bottom?
My bottom one was gifts.
Yeah, that was mine too.
But I think that's like,
that
again, this is all like psychological, right? Like I came from like a mother who like would do things and then we would just get gifts and those would be her apologies, but she would never actually apologize, you know? So that translated into my adult life where like, if you do me wrong, don't get me something pretty. Like, one, because I like getting my own pretty things. I don't need you to do that for me. Trust me, nobody knows my taste better than me. And yeah, I just, gifts, don't even waste your time.
I kind of was the same way. Like, yeah, you could say that I was spoiled, but I never asked for anything. I just got everything because if my mom wasn't around, I got a new Nintendo or a Super Nintendo or a Sega or my own phone line or, you know, all of that stuff was just, But funny enough, my mom's top is, one of her tops is gifts. I'm like, oh, well,
right,
that
that's
makes
how
sense.
she loves, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was one of my mom's tops too.
Yeah, for sure. So there's that. Let's take this quiz.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see.
So first, pick your ideal date. Going to a bar for some drinks and pool, staying in and watching a movie, a fancy candlelit dinner, making dinner together, or going to some sort of live show.
Going to some sort of live show is mine.
Mine's a fancy candlelit dinner.
Oh, excuse me. Wow.
Okay.
What's a big turnoff for you on a date? If your date is rude to the waiter, if your date shows up late, if your date constantly checks their phone, if your date isn't the cuddly type, or if your date doesn't like the restaurant you've chosen. Ooh, that's hard.
Is it?
A big turnoff. What's the biggest turnoff? Yeah, because I'm going to say the word hate. I hate it when people are late. Like,
really?
It really pisses me off.
It's definitely up there for me, but if you keep checking your phone...
But the waiter thing. Yeah.
I mean,
the
waiter...
the waiter thing, like, ooh.
Well, yeah, as somebody who I waited tables for a very long time, if you are rude to the waitstaff in front of me...
That's the worst. Yeah, that's the worst one.
You might as well show yourself out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the top one for me is rude to the waiter.
No, if you constantly check your phone, oh, well then somebody on there must be so fascinating. Don't even bother sitting with me at dinner.
No.
What's the best present your partner could give you? 2 tickets to see your favorite band, breakfast in bed, a little love note, a back massage, nice jewelry.
That's a hard one for me.
Really?
I mean, partner,
I'm
like we're
these are
dating.
very easy for me.
Well, no, like partner, like we're dating, or partner, like my partner now that I've been married to for forever. Because like a back massage is nice, but if you're gonna give me 2 tickets to see my favorite band, that's freaking amazing.
Well, it's whoever you're looking. Find your love language. So if you loved a dating part, it's the same concept. Love is love, sweetie. What's the best present your partner could give you?
Okay. I'll just say a back massage because I think that's always a winner.
I like a little love note.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm a writer. Even if you're bad, honestly, one of my exes.
Wait, careful, because last season you had said, "What the hell with these people on The Bachelorette writing whatever, like stick to writing letters in class or something," or what did you say? You're like, "Don't write me a fucking love."
Well, yeah, don't write a poem and recite it in front of me. If you're gonna write me a poem, just do it and hand it to me and let me decide how it's supposed to sound. Don't exercise your prose in front of me. You're not William Shakespeare. But no, I love a little love note. One of my exes, actually, he had the worst handwriting in the entire planet. He was actually very self-conscious about it. And I would which this should have been very telling, I would force him to write me things.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Because I just think it's the simplest thing. It costs absolutely no money, and it just, it's thoughtful.
That's cute.
Okay,
what do you think is your biggest flaw as a partner?
Okay. Here we
You're
go.
too type A.
Ooh.
You get too comfortable. You can be forgetful.
Oh, God.
You're not the best at communicating, or you get pissed off easily. That's a really good question for you to actually be honest with yourself and look into yourself, because a lot of people don't do that. They're like, oh, I'm none of these. Like, bullshit.
Yeah.
Mine is that I'm too type A.
God, I knew that. I get pissed off easily.
You knew that by me saying that I hate it when people are late and all that. Like, yeah.
No, I knew that because I know you, and I know that you're very type A.
Bad. I mean, it could be a blessing and a curse.
Oh,
however
yeah.
you want to see it. However you want to see it. But don't show up late to my shit, because that really pisses me off.
Yeah. Well, and that's my...
And you get pissed off easily.
Yeah, I do.
Well,
I do.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that's what it is. All right, next.
Which quality is most important in a partner? Loyalty, sense of humor, intelligence, level-headedness, or kindness? That's a hard one.
These are so hard for me because I feel like
this is why it's only like 10
with
questions
these every
long.
day.
They're not.
Yeah.
Like, which quality is most important in a partner? I love a guy that makes me laugh, but he also has to be smart.
Well, see, and here's the problem. Like, when they say loyalty, because I want to say loyalty because of like cheating and all of that, but here's the thing. I also, if I say something that is outlandish and something that maybe isn't true or is bad, I would want my partner to stand up for what's right and not be loyal to me to a fault, to where it's like, oh yeah, I have to stand with my wife with whatever she says. Like, that's kind of bullshit. You're still your own person. You can still, speak for yourself, which makes me like think level-headedness, but
level-headedness would be good, especially because I'm kind of a hothead, but also it could cause way more of a problem because it's like, oh, you're so perfect and I'm just the loose cannon.
Yeah, calm down. Don't tell me to calm down.
Yeah, so for me, that's not an ideal quality in a partner. Kindness, I would hope that they're kind.
I'm going to say loyalty.
I think it's loyalty for me, too. It's one of those things that, like, regardless if we can't laugh at something, and if, like, okay, we have a dumb moment, and we don't really know the facts, and like, okay, we pop off and we get angry, and we're not exercising level-headedness, and like, yes, sometimes we say things that are mean. Like, at the end of the day, I want you to be in my bed, I want you to be my person, and I think that's what it means by loyalty. So yeah, I think it's loyalty for me.
Yeah.
Okay. And lastly, which would be a deal breaker for you in a relationship? Your partner criticizing you in a non-constructive way, your partner forgetting your birthday, anniversary, date night, etc., your partner not making you a priority, not seeing your partner for long periods of time, your partner not being intimate with you. I already know yours.
What do you say mine is?
Intimate with you. Am I wrong? It's okay if I'm wrong.
No, you're not. I mean,
that's what I thought.
I'm gonna be honest here, okay? Because it's unapologetically. And if my husband gets mad, well then, oh well, okay? This is what happens when you're married to me. Sorry, not sorry. That's your deal breaker, honey. But I would like to say your partner criticizing you in a non-constructive way, but I feel like my partner does that crap all the time, and I'm like, what? Why did you say that? That doesn't help anybody,
Right.
And obviously I'm still around, so that's not a deal breaker, right?
Right.
I mean, he's not like you're ugly, but it might be like, well, instead of doing this, do this. And I'm like, yeah, that was like 3 days ago. I don't know why you're talking to me right now, So definitely intimate.
Okay.
Oh, I got an answer.
Mine is not making me a priority. I got my answer too.
Ooh.
What did you get?
I got physical touch. Who would have thought? You?
I got words of affirmation, y'all. Well, it looks like we haven't changed. What does it say underneath
Physical touch. For you, physical touch, whether it's sex or just hand holding, is the biggest indicator of love. You need to be physically close to someone to feel close, and you constantly read into body language to gauge what others are thinking or feeling. That is absolutely true. Going long spans of time without intimacy or any sort of human touch quickly makes you lose interest, grow cold, and sometimes even build resentment. True, true, and true.
Dang, read for filth. Okay.
Dang.
This says, words of affirmation. You feel most loved when others offer words of praise, recognition, and appreciation. You feel most engaged when you are heard and positively affirmed by others, especially those whose opinion you care about most. On the other hand, you find it most hurtful when you are not heard or when you're unproductively or unfairly criticized. You value loving texts and notes as long as they're genuine and like to receive them regularly. You just like to be reminded how special you are.
Oh, well, you are special, Jerry.
Thanks.
You don't have to tell me that, but the fact that you haven't hugged me in months makes me feel like you don't give a shit about me, so.
Oh, wow.
That was interesting. That was
very
good.
interesting.
And I guess it is accurate. But I do like a back massage.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. That was cute.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious food. Nice quiz. What else do we want to chat about today, Jerry?
I just have like some general Valentine's Day themed questions.
Okay.
Cupid has what name in Greek mythology?
Oh gosh, I forgot. Oh my gosh. You know how I remember, but I forgot from Fantasia. What's his name?
Eros.
That's right. Yeah, from Fantasia.
What Valentine's Day candy was first created on equipment made for lozenges?
For lozenges, that would be a hard candy, but it would have to be a pop. I don't know. A lollipop?
It's a good guess, but no, it's Sweethearts.
Oh, I don't like Sweethearts at all.
At all?
Sweet tart hearts, yes. Sweethearts,
yeah.
No. Does anybody like those? Ew. And then they give it to like people as like a Valentine's gift. I'm like, ew, why? No.
Yeah, you might as well slap me in the face instead.
Yeah, really. Mm-hmm.
Do you know when Sweethearts first got their shape? Was it... I'll give you some options. Are you ready?
Okay.
Was it 1964?
Okay.
1943?
Ooh, okay.
Or 1901?
That's interesting.
When did Sweethearts first get their shape?
I mean, it can't be 01. 1943? Or 1940, whatever?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
It's 1901.
Wow. I mean, they seem
Isn't
like
that
one of
crazy?
those candies that are like, you know, some old school gross, like you have nothing else in the world, so this is what you eat, you know? You know?
Yeah.
So it makes sense that it would be 1901.
Yeah. They didn't have a lot of options.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, anything with the slightest bit of sugar is like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing, you know? Yeah.
Right.
Ew. Wow. Well, I say we talk about love. Have you ever been in love? You don't have to go into detail, but yes or no. Love is cute until you have that asshole. No. What is love? No, right?
The way that I've always described it is the first love that I had, which I'm starting to question if that was really love or infatuation. The first love taught me how to be in a relationship.
Okay.
And the second one taught me how to love someone independently, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
like, I loved them for like all of their faults and all that. That was the roughest one to get over, obviously.
Of course.
But yeah, I have been.
Well, it's hard because it's like how can you gauge love? Like, what if you've never been in love? What if I've never been in love and I'm legit married to somebody and I've never been in love? Like, it's such a hard thing to grasp because like I can't be in your body and you can't be in mine. So I don't know what you're feeling. I think I've been in love and like I feel like I'm in love with my husband, but what if somebody who's like been in love is like, please, like, whoa, it's crazy. But right, like, I don't know.
I ask people this question all the time because it makes me very curious. What's your favorite part about love? Like, what's your favorite part of it?
I will say, like, what I love most about being in love, or what I love most about my husband, is that when we went through our times that we weren't clicking, we realized that it was because of the love language, and he was willing to love me how I needed to be loved, and I was willing to do the same for him. So that deeper communication, not verbal, but in actual actions, is like the best part of it all, It's an interesting journey. I can't wait to be those old people that, like, I don't know, are pinching each other's butts,
I think my favorite part of love is the time period where you're falling in love and you don't know everything there is to know about each other. And I love the stumble. But again, you're not supposed to love that part because, you can end up hurt if you keep falling. But I love, that's my favorite part of love. It's my favorite part. To learn how to see through somebody else's eyes is always really cool. And, before you finally make a decision and embark on a journey together, you get to see how this person travels.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's a crazy thing, man.
I love.
But it's nice. And you don't have to celebrate it on Valentine's Day.
No, you can celebrate love every day of the year if you want to.
Yeah.
2 times on Sundays, too. My follow-up question was, what's your least favorite thing about love? And my least favorite thing about love is that love is
a battlefield. No.
Love is not like a light switch, right? Like, it doesn't turn on and off. It's like energy, right? Like, it can't be created or like destroyed. It has to be like repurposed. And that's why, like, when you go through terrible breakups and you hear a song and you automatically, regardless of how many years have passed, that person will pop up in your head. Or like when you lose a loved one, like certain scents will remind you of them, or certain, moments trigger a memory. Like, that's your love being repurposed. Do you know those people that like press like rose petals into like glass?
Yes.
Right? Like, they're preserving this moment. And like, that's what I feel like you do with love, especially when you lose somebody.
Yeah.
And that's horrifying because it's like unwillingly your body is almost betraying you and saying that you're going to spend a lot of time thinking and remembering about this person, and it's not going to last forever. And it's either going to be that it's a terrible breakup end, or eventually they're going to die, because that's our gift as humans. Eventually we expire.
I don't like that a look can break your heart, and like legit feel like your heart is being crushed. Like, I could legit cry right now thinking about it. That's what is hard about love, is that because even in the relationship that I'm in now, yes, I'm happy in my relationship, but my husband could like say one thing and it'll break my heart, or give me this like ugly look for some reason, and that'll break my heart. And it's like, damn. So keep being great, hubby, or else like I'm gonna play this video and I'm gonna be like pissed off that you wasted the best years of my life. No.
Oh my god.
I'm like, hold on, let me find that video, Jerry.
Not get divorce court in full swing here.
I know. But yeah, I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Love is a challenge. It's beautiful, but everybody has to be willing to communicate and learn from each other. And, it's very difficult to find somebody that's willing to learn with you. And I think that it's beautiful when you do. But my advice is, if it feels like it's a fucking chore, it's time to go.
Listen to your brain, not your heart.
It's so hard to have them communicate. And if both of them don't agree, because they normally don't, your gut is always there in a pinch.
You know me, I'm very black and white, but I don't think I was like that before. I think I was like,
Yeah. Oh, there have been many times where I have to defer to my gut, because my heart and brain are so stubborn that they're like, no. Like, I know what's best.
Look at this little, like, love language, little love lessons with Alisha and Jerry.
We're baking stuff.
I
We're
know,
talking
right?
about love. We're
I
gurus.
know. You can go on to our Instagram and DM us, and then I'll talk about, whatever question you have on love. And I'm just kidding. Turn it into this whole thing.
Hey, please do. I love these conversations. I think
do
they're always
too.
eye-opening.
With that, happy Valentine's Day. I'm happy that you were here. I'm sure Jerry is too. Happy to see each other.
So happy.
And leave us a little note. Oh yeah, leave us a note for Jerry.
Please, little Valentine's message.
Leave notes for Jerry. That's so
oh gosh,
sweet.
Don't make it about me.
Like, Jerry, you're special. Jerry, you're beautiful.
I'm so special. So special. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on Valentine's Day. I hope all of you are consuming copious amounts of chocolate and watching your choice of either a comedy or a horror movie and living your best lives and communicating with your lovers and all the above. It's been so fun. And yeah, we're only a couple episodes into season 2 and I'm already just super jazzed about everything that we've done so far.
Thanks,
so yay.
Everybody.
If you want to follow us on our socials, you can go to Instagram. It's Unapologetically Alisha Jerry, no ands. Through Instagram, you'll be able to find all of our links to obviously the YouTube page that you are hopefully watching this on. Also, our email address is attached, so if you want to write us a love note, by all means.
Be respectful though, because I'm married, and I do write that on my Instagram because boy, are people not respectful. I am happily married, and I just don't want to see stuff or talk about it.
Yeah, and I am not happily married, but I am not consenting to weird shit.
We are just living our truth and saying what we feel. That's all. That's all we can ask for. And that is why we are unapologetically Alisha and Jerry. Right?
Where we say what we want to say because we want to say it.
You darn too. I had to say it. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna hit to unrecord.